Hello children. Hope all are doing well at home, staying safe and taking all the good diet so that we can be safe in this type of situations. And I know you are very busy with your video lessons. As a part of your English video lesson, I am here with you to tell you a beautiful story which tells you the importance of wisdom and how we should be wise in certain situations in life. I am Sheikh Rizwana Sultana, working at OAP Balyogi Gurukulam, Kuntamukkala as TGT English. So, we will move on to our lesson. So, all of you please children, open your textbook, Unit 4, Section C. So, that is Emperor's New Clothes. Before I start, I would like to just revise a few points about the apostrophe. Here in this lesson, the title is Emperor's New Clothes. Here apostrophe S is used. I know you have already learned in your 6th standard two types of apostrophes. Here what type of apostrophe is used? Yes, very good. It is possessive form of apostrophe. Here apostrophe is possessive form. Now answer my question children. Looking at the above sentence, whose clothes are those? You can easily tell those are emperors. So who is telling you that the clothes belong to emperor? Apostrophe S. When apostrophe S tells you the things belongs to someone or the owner, then it is called possessive form of apostrophe. Here it means clothes belong to emperor or new clothes of emperor. In short form we can say emperor's new clothes. Possession means belong to or owning something. Here we have, that is the apostrophe sign which we use. Possessive form of apostrophe. There nouns means we know, naming word, name of a place, person or thing. For example, whose hand is this? It's my hand, teacher's hand. So we say teacher's apostrophe yes, that is the hand of a teacher. So we make use of an apostrophe to show possession, belong to. Like here in the example you can see lion's den. Whose den it is children? Absolutely. The little girl there, she said that den of a lion. That means that den belongs to the lion. Next, uncle's umbrella. Whose umbrella it is? Yes, little girl, it's correct. It is uncle's umbrella. Who is telling you the owner of umbrella? Apostrophe yes. So a few more examples, just like a revision what you have learned last year in apostrophe. Two types of apostrophes, possessive form and contracted form. Now we will go to this. My friend's parents were invited for the party as well. So whose parents here? Friends. So parents of my friends. So our parents friends yokka, aa yokka anedi manaki apostrophe es is telling you. Here Chris hair is brown. Whose hair is brown children? Chris. So we are very eager to learn the story here. So we will move on to the story, The Emperor's New Clothes. Many years ago there was an emperor who was so fond of new clothes that he spent all his money on them. Here fond of means very much fascinated, very much interested. Now you people are children, so you are fond of very much chocolates, you are fond of ice creams, and I am very much fond of like music, movies. So very fond of means very much obsessed with. So who lived there? One emperor, and he is fond of new clothes, and he spent all his money for those new clothes. One day two men came to the emperor's court. Here whose court mentioned children? Yes, emperor's, apostrophe yes, that means the court belonged to emperor. And what did they tell? They told, we are weavers, we can make the most beautiful cloth in the world. So what did they say? They said, we are weavers, we can make the most beautiful cloth in the world. So with that, because emperor was very much interested and fond of new clothes and he felt very happy. Then what? And they said that only wise men can see it. So the two strangers who came to the court of the emperor, they said only wise men. So who can see those clothes, children? Wise people. తెలివైన వాళ్ళకే ఆ బట్టలు కనబడతాయి. Then immediately emperor thought, that's very good. When I wear the clothes made with it, I will know who is wise and who is foolish. So the opposite word of wise is, children, foolish. So emperor thought, okay, if I give a chance to these weavers, they will weave the clothes. By putting on those clothes, I can come to know in my city or in my empire who is wise and who is foolish. So the emperor gave men a lot of money. In this picture you can see. So he offered a lot of money to the weavers. And what they started, and the emperor asked, start weaving at once. He told them. He refers to the emperor, them refers to the two weavers who came to the emperor's court. They set up two looms and pretended ante act cheyadam. You people pretend very well to skip the school. I'm suffering from stomach pain, ma'am, headache, ma'am. So like this. So loom. Here two looms. Loom ante maggam. మనం చీరలు నేస్తాం కదా. So that is what here. Two weavers sat and busy. Though they had nothing at all on the looms. They don't have anything there. The cloths, the threads, nothing. But they are pretending. Pretending means acting as if they are weaving the clothes. They asked for the finest silk. Here they refers to weavers. What did they ask, children? Finest silk and the purest gold thread. So ఒక మంచి బంగారం దారాలు, మంచి ఫైన్ సిల్క్ తెచ్చి ఇవ్వండి. We will weave a beautiful clothes to our emperor. They put these in their own bags. These means here finest silk and gold thread. What did they do? They kept all the silk and purest gold thread in their own bags. That means they are taking away. They are cheating there. And they worked at the empty looms until late night. So రాత్రి అయ్యే వరకు acting they are doing on. So here you can see loom where we can weave the clothes. తెలుగులో మగ్గం అంటారు. And then so they are doing. I should like to know how those weavers are getting on with my cloth, thought the emperor. So then emperor thought, how they are weaving, how my clothes are getting ready, I want to know. But what is the condition, children? Only wise men can see the cloth. Who can see? Only wise men. తెలివైన వాళ్ళకే ఆ క్లాత్ కనబడుతుంది. And fools cannot see. Okay, I will send my old minister. I want to continue after giving an apostrophe clarification to you, children. Here I will is given. There one apostrophe you can see. Here we are omitting the letters. Will, W-I అనే two letters ని వదిలేసి omitting. We are leaving them and representing an apostrophe. So we are contracting. So it is contracted form of apostrophe. I will send my old minister, who is the wisest man in the court. So who is the wisest man in the emperor's court, children? Old minister. So emperor send whom? His minister. So the good old minister went into the room in which the men were working at the empty looms. Children, are the weavers really weaving the cloth? Are they making the new clothes? No, they are pretending as if they are weaving the clothes. Old minister went and they saw the two weavers are sitting on empty looms and they are weaving in the air. So he thought, what can be the meaning of this? Thought the old man. Old man means who here? The minister. Opening his eyes very wide. Opening his eyes very wide అంటే కళ్ళు పెద్దవిగా చేసి చూశాడు. అరే, నథింగ్ ఈజ్ వీవిడ్ హియర్, నోబడీ ఈజ్ వర్కింగ్ and I cannot see anything on the looms. The minister told himself, Arey, I can see nothing on the looms. And then the weaver saw the prime minister's condition. They said, "Come on, come a little nearer," said the men to the minister. Here men means weavers. So come little near. కొంచెం దగ్గరగా వచ్చి చూడండి. Is not the cloth beautiful? Here also we have contracted form of apostrophe. Isn't the cloth beautiful? ఏం క్లాత్ అందంగా లేదా సార్? They asked. They pointed to the empty looms. The poor old minister looked hard. He could see nothing on the looms, for nothing was there. So అక్కడ ఏమన్నా ఉంటే minister can see, but they are not weaving anything. Looms are empty, but they are saying that it is a beautiful cloth. We are weaving excellent cloth for the emperor. Can minister see, children? No. What? He thought. Is it possible that I am a fool? So suddenly he struck. Only wise people can see. If I say no, they considered me a fool. నేను నో అని చెప్తే నన్ను ఫూల్ అనుకుంటారేమో, బికాజ్ వైస్ పీపుల్ కెన్ సీ. దెన్ ఇమీడియట్లీ వాట్స్ మినిస్టర్ సెడ్, వెల్ సార్, సెడ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మెన్, హౌ డూ యూ లైక్ ద క్లాత్? ఇంతలో ద వీవర్స్ ఆస్క్డ్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్, వెల్ సార్, హౌ డూ యూ లైక్ ద క్లాత్? Oh, it's splendid, said the minister. Here it is. I అనేది తీసాం కాబట్టి contracted form of apostrophe. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's splendid, the minister said there. Now, the emperor thought he would like to see the cloth. So, he called his officers. Emperor, he was very much fond of the new clothes. Then he thought, I should see my new clothes. So, he called his officers. Here you can see officers and went with them to the weaver's room. Here weaver's room. Whose room was it, children? Weaver's. What type of apostrophe is here? Yes, possessive form, because room belonged to weavers. Isn't the cloth beautiful? Here isn't. So is not the cloth beautiful? Oh, we are omitting. It is a contracted form of the apostrophe. Isn't the cloth beautiful? Said the old minister, pointing to the empty looms. How is this? Said the emperor to himself. తనలో తన emperor అనుకున్నారు. Emperor said to himself, how is this? I can see nothing at all. Am I fool? So he got stuck here, emperor also. I am unable to see the clothes. Am I a fool? Then immediately he came to the world and he said, oh, it is beautiful, said the emperor aloud. So వాళ్ళు తనని ఫూల్ అనుకుంటారేమో అని చెప్పి, yes, yes, it's beautiful. Children, really, do we have any clothes there? No, not at all. All the officers looked keenly. They saw nothing on the looms. లూమ్స్లో ఏమీ లేదు. బట్ దే ఆల్ సెడ్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్. సో నిజం నో అని చెప్తే వాళ్ళని ఫూల్ అనుకుంటారని ఆల్ ద మినిస్టర్స్, ది ఆఫీసర్స్, ఈవెన్ ఎంపరర్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ సెడ్ ద క్లోత్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్. For the great procession next week, said the old minister, kindly wear robes made of this cloth. The emperor agreed. Procession అంటే ఊరేగింపు. అలా ఊరేగింపు ఉంది కదా, నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ గ్రేట్ ప్రొసెషన్ దేర్ ఎంపరర్ మై లార్డ్, సెడ్ ద మినిస్టర్. యూ పుట్ ఆన్ దీస్ రోబ్స్. రోబ్ మీన్స్ ఎ లాంగ్ గౌన్ టిల్ ద ankles. The emperor agreed. The weavers worked harder than ever. Really, are they working? No, not at all. They are pretending, they are acting as if they are weaving the clothes. At last, they said the cloth was ready. They cut in the air with a huge pair of scissors. Huge means very, very big. And they showed that they just cut in the air. They stitched the cloths with needles without any thread in them. సో దారం లేని సూదితో కుడుతున్నట్టు దే ఆర్ కంటిన్యూస్లీ యాక్టింగ్. సీ, దే క్రైడ్ ఎట్ లాస్ట్ విత్ జాయ్, హ్యాపీనెస్ దే షౌటెడ్, ద ఎంపరర్స్ న్యూ క్లోత్స్ ఆర్ రెడీ. ఓకే, ద వీవర్ షౌటెడ్, ఎంపరర్స్ న్యూ క్లోత్స్ ఆర్ రెడీ. ద ఎంపరర్ వెంట్ టు ద వీవర్స్ విత్ హిస్ ఆఫీసర్స్. సో అక్కడికి వీవర్స్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళారు. ద వీవర్స్ రైజ్డ్ దేర్ ఆర్మ్స్ ఇన్ ద ఎయిర్ అండ్ సెడ్, these are the trousers and this is the coat. So here see how they lifted the hands in the air. Nothing is there in the hand. What did they say? These are the trousers, these are the coat. It's so light, said one of them. One of the weavers said, it is not at all heavy, very lightweight clothes. You won't even feel the cloth, said the other. So other weaver said, Asalu, you cannot feel that you have clothes on you. It's very light and you can feel. So here, robe. Robe means a long gown till the ankles. Procession, ఊరేగింపు, a large crowd of people going for a purpose. Then, that's the beauty of it, said one officer. What is the beauty of the cloth? It is very light and very fine. Yes, said all the others. Remaining officers also said, agreed with one after the other at the back of the each officer. That's the beauty of it. Here, that is the beauty. Again, we have contracted form of apostrophe. But they could not see anything. Here also we have contracted form of apostrophe. They could not see anything. There was nothing to see. Do I have any clothes on, emperor? No. See here how the weavers are putting as if they are putting on clothes to this. And then after that, emperor was admiring himself in the mirror as if he has a new clothes on him. And officers also saying very very nice clothes, very nice dress. So, will your majesty take off your clothes, said the men. Take off ante to remove, to put off the clothes, said the men. Then you can put on your new clothes. Take off to remove, put on to wear. So the emperor took off all his clothes. The men made a show of putting new clothes on him. Now and then we say somebody is doing without any work, show cheku, show. So here also they did show as if they are putting the clothes on the emperor. The emperor stood in front of a mirror and turned round and round. How well his majesty looks in his new clothes, cried all his officers. So in these three pictures you can see the weavers putting on the clothes, emperor admiring, liking himself in the mirror, and all the officers also saying, Majesty looks in his new clothes, very good. And then the emperor walked along in the procession. Then you can see in the picture, large crowd gathered there. The procession is going on. People in the streets cried, how beautiful the emperor's new clothes are. So all the crowd, they were shouting. But he's got nothing on at all, said a little child. A little child in the crowd. He said, but he has got nothing on at all. Are emperor garu emi veskoledu. And one person said to the other, he has nothing on at all. And the next person who was there, he started shouting, he has nothing on at all. He has nothing on. He has nothing on, cried all the people. One by one, all the people started enchanting that the emperor has nothing on at all. The emperor felt unhappy, obviously. Being an emperor of that much huge empire, putting on no clothes by just simply listening to the strangers, travelers, so fond of new clothes, made here a fool emperor. He knew that the people were right. He had nothing on. But the procession had to go on. So the emperor already he knew that he has nothing on. But the fear of being a fool, he stepped back. So children, we have always to be wise. Now, I am giving you some comprehension questions here. Was the king wise, children? No, the king was not wise. What would have happened if the old minister had told the king the truth? ఒకవేళ మినిస్టర్ కింగ్కి నిజం చెప్పుంటే, then if the old minister had told the truth to the king, people would not have seen him without clothes during the procession. సో ప్రొసెషన్లో అలాగా అందరూ ఫూల్ అవ్వాల్సిన పని ఉండేది కాదు. వై డిడ్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ ప్రిటెండ్ దట్ దే కుడ్ సీ ద క్లోత్? సో అందరూ ఎందుకు యాక్ట్ చేశారు? ఎవ్రీ వన్ ప్రిటెండెడ్ దట్ హీ కుడ్ సీ క్లోత్ బికాస్ హీ డిడ్ నాట్ వాంట్ టు బీ థాట్ ఏ ఫూల్. ఒకళ్ళు అందరూ ఫూల్ అనుకుంటారేమో అనే భయంతో నిజం చేశారు. సో ఎవ్రీబడి వర్ స్టక్ దట్ దే మే బీ కాల్డ్ ఏ ఫూల్. ఓన్లీ వైజ్ మెన్ కెన్ సీ ద క్లోత్స్. Here children, I have given you some comprehension questions. So read all these paragraphs which are given and answer the question next to it. So the first question, what was the emperor fond of? So directly you can see emperor was fond of new clothes. Who came to his court? Two men came to emperor's court. What did they say to the emperor? They said that they were weavers and they could make the most beautiful cloth in the world. What did the emperor think? He thought that he can find out wise people in his kingdom. Which sentence in the above passage tells us that weavers did not start weaving at all? So, this is the work to you children. Copy the answers, copy the questions and write down the answers. Mark the paragraphs in the textbooks. Hope you enjoyed the reading session of Unit 4. Thank you children.